I am so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2I TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week. Like T2I TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2I TV, we engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Step Out with Oscar Bimpong show. And as usual, it's a Saturday. And what do we do on Saturdays? We bring an expert, we bring somebody that understands their industry, we bring somebody to inspire you, we bring somebody that is doing exceptional well in their community for them to come and talk about issues that can help shape our vision in life. And tonight is no exception. Tonight, I have got a lady who is not new to the show, but she is coming to talk about a topic that is dear to my heart. And trust me, don't go away. Just stay with us and you are going to enjoy this discussion. Now, before I go on to guest, I want to talk about a few of our sponsors. This program is sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy. That is your business training and consulting firm. Train to Inspire also work with students in relation to their personal development in second cycle institutions, colleges, and universities. Also, ALS Global Shipping and Logistics. That is your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS says you are stranded at the port, call them and they will sort you out. Also, ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their USSD code for mobile money, and that is *270#. Just dial it on your phone and register for ZPay mobile money. Now, remember, with ZPay mobile money, you don't need an agent to register for mobile money. At the dial on your phone, you will be able to register for mobile money. Now, Wheels for Sure. Wheels for Sure is doing amazingly well, especially during this COVID-19. What are they doing? Wheels for Sure says it doesn't matter your credit history. You can walk out of the garage with a car of your choice. During this COVID-19, where a lot of people are really struggling in terms of they don't want to take public transport, but they don't have a choice to buy a car of their own, it's making it very difficult because they don't have the credit history. Now, Wheels for Sure says contact them and they are going to sort you out. When you call them, just quote T2I 2020 and you are going to get a very good deal. If you want to contact any of our sponsors, contact details are scrolling on the screen. And also, if you want to sponsor any of our programs, you can take the T2I TV UK number or the Train to Inspire Consultancy number, and we are going to sort you out. A lot of businesses cannot go to mainstream media to really advertise. Come to us and we are going to work with you. And we are going to take you through an amazing, amazing journey. Now, who do I have on the hot seat today? As I said, she's not new. She's not new on this platform. She was here a few weeks or let's say a month ago or two, and she came here to talk about her book. And I think she's really, really got admirers just because of the way she communicated and her in-depth understanding in the media space. Now, who is this person that I'm talking about? She's a passionate writer, a blogger, and author of the book titled Shadow in the Dark. She is in the person of Vanessa Nordzi. Please welcome to Step Out with Oscar Bimpo, and you are live on T2I TV UK.
Thank you so much, Oscar, and it's great to be here again. And our previous conversation got so many, comments. People were calling me and all that, and I'm actually glad to be here again.
Wow. I'm also glad to really have you on board once again. And trust me, I'm looking forward to tonight's conversation.
When I saw the topic, I was like, wow, this is really something dear to my heart. So let's go. Let's go.
Rolling, isn't it? Now, What is our topic for discussion? Our topic for discussion is 21st century blogging in Africa impactful to the youth? That is the youth in Africa. Yeah. Blogging now has become a fashion. It has become a norm. It has become part of our society. Now, is the kind of blogging we are doing in Africa, is it impacting our youth? Now, my first question to you is, what is blogging to a normal or a layman person? What's the meaning of blogging?
Well, blogging is basically just writing your thoughts and then publishing it on a website, And it's actually started as a platform or opportunity for individuals to just, write their thoughts, and then now it has become a full-time business, a full-time job, and people are actually making money out of that. So just writing out your thoughts on contemporary issues. Yeah.
So can I say it means that it is more about sharing your opinions?
Yes, and reporting, sharing your opinions and reporting. So it's journalism in a way. You are not just sharing what you think is happening, but you are actually reporting what is happening, adding your own views to it. But in a professional way, obviously, adding a little bit of profession to it. That is what distinguishes it.
So is there a bit of difference between it and journalism?
Of course there is. But they are similar. The only difference with journalism is broad, is wide, is huge. But blogging is just a part of journalism. So we are just the online people. We do the online business, while the mainstream media take care of the television and the radio and all other, mainstream business. But we just do online. That is bloggers for you.
Wow. So it means that it's a niche market in the communication or the journalistic industry. Wow. Now, everybody at all can wake up today and they say, I'm a blogger. Now, before you become a journalist, you have to go to university for about 3-4 years. You need to be part of the consortium of the journalism of that country. That is, you need to be certified. You need to be part of a body. There is kind of regulations that regulates them. But with blogging, it's like everybody with a camera, everybody with a phone. They wake up the next day and they are blogging. Do you think that is actually right for us to start from?
Unfortunately, that is a misconception a lot of people have. There is a difference between vlogging and blogging. Vlogging starts with a V, and then there is the blogging with a B. The vlogging is just someone recording videos, like having video conversations, or just shooting something and then posting it online and maybe interacting with people, getting people's views. That is blogging. And that is what majority of Ghanaians do. But bloggers, believe me, 90% of bloggers in Ghana are well-trained journalists. They have at least gone to school, and some of them have done short courses in journalism just to understand. Because you can't just the way you said it, you can't just wake up one day, have a phone, and because you know how to write, you say you're a blogger. No, that is not how blogging is. But it's just that is a perception people have created, that bloggers are a bunch of people who just are bored and they just pick their phone and start writing whatever comes to mind. But no, blogging goes beyond that. You're writing for a website, you're posting it on a website for public consumption. So this is a case of you identifying your audience and feeding them what they want. So it's more like identifying a problem and then trying to solve it. So it's a give and take matter here.
So you want to convince us that most bloggers are journalists, or they have trained in a way, right?
At least 90% of them are trained. They are trained, they have gone to the schools, they have the certificates. Some have done diploma courses, some have done short courses, 6 one-year courses in journalism, just to understand how it is before you start. You can't just wake up and be like, oh, I want to be a blogger. And being a blogger is stressful. It's not as easy as it looks to the world. You write a story and someone will come and say, look at this lazy blogger, look at this hungry blogger. And it's funny because in my mind, I'm like, when you say hungry blogger, so who in this world can put on their chest, that can put their hands on their chest and say, as for me, I'm not hungry? Like, who can say that? Everybody is literally hungry for something. And if I am trying to feed you an information you are not interested in, means you are not my targeted audience. There is someone else who would definitely appreciate the information I am giving out.
Because I think the reason why probably people will say, oh, he's a hungry blogger, or it's because of maybe the kind of content that is being presented, isn't it?
Okay, now back to the content matter. Here is the case. Let's assume I write about contraceptives, and you, as a target audience, you are not interested in contraceptives. So you might tag such an information as it's baseless, you don't need it, it's useless. But there is someone else out there who needs that information. So the fact that you don't need that information doesn't mean that what I am posting is wrong or is false. It just doesn't relate to you, but it relates to someone else. We all can't have the same interest. It is not possible. And this is the misconception a lot of people have, that hungry bloggers. Kim Kardashian has millions of money, but she's still doing makeup products. Why won't she go and sleep and say, oh, I have all this money, I can just go and sleep and relax? But she's hungry. That is why she still does makeup, try to sell with all her billions, in her account, which can actually take care of at least 90% of Ghanaians here. But she's still working. She's still producing clothes. She's producing brands. She's thinking of new ideas because she's hungry for something. So if you are telling me, you are sitting at your home behind your phone, you are telling me that, oh, as a blogger, I'm a hungry blogger. You're also hungry. You're equally hungry. We are both hungry. So we are both hungry and we are both trying to, satisfy that hunger.
Well, but let's look at the kind of blogging that we do, right? That is, for example, in Ghana, what we do is we take a trending video, right? And add our opinion to it. And most of the videos are controversial. And most of the videos are someone insulting somebody. Okay. Now, do you think this kind of content makes bloggers to be respected in our society?
That is what I say is vlogging and not blogging. Videos, anything relating video is vlogging. There are lifestyle vlogs, like those who travel and they just take videos of their traveling or whatever. Now, here is the case. There's a trending video of a Fia Schwarzenegger, and maybe she's having a beef with someone else. And Ghanaians will tell you that, oh, we want news. You will go and post about maybe something very serious happening in Nigeria, or there's maybe in the elections or something. Don't read, but go and post a Fia Schwarzenegger's video explain what is actually happening, what the beef is. And sometimes what we do is, when it's a beef between she and Miss Bell, as a blogger, you will have to inform the viewer that, okay, this video you are watching, Efia Schwarzenegger and Miss Bell have had a beef for maybe 3 years back, and they are still beefing. So it is your duty as a blogger to inform them, and then that whole setup feeds the information to the viewer, and then the person knows that, okay, this is news. That is the content. Then content is the news. You are telling the person that, okay, this video is current and they seem to be fighting about something, but the beef didn't start in just that video. It started way back. You can refer them to previous articles, previous videos. That is news. All these things are serious news. But as usual, those bloggers.
But that is the content most of the bloggers churn out. Why is it that is the only content they are interested in? Because let me look at you. I live in the UK. We've got bloggers for medicine. We've got bloggers for healthcare, bloggers for entrepreneurship, bloggers for science and technology. Why is it that for us it's only entertainment and things that one person is insulting another person? Even this even confirms the point that Kwame J is making here. When Kwame J says, Vanessa, why do most bloggers I know, especially in the entertainment industry, churn out only bad news about people? Is it because bad news sells? That is a very good question, Kwame.
I appreciate this question, but let me explain this. Now, first of all, Ghanaians, we are hypocrites. Okay, we are hypocrites in the sense that, what's his name? Nana Mama Brown, she does a lot of charity work. And anytime I see any of her charity works, I post it, I publish it. But believe me, that such stories get less views. People don't even read it. They don't share it because, it's one of those things. But go and post about Nanaba, maybe in a compromised situation with was Ochame Kwame, maybe a leaked video, and you will be surprised as the number of people who will be running to get such news. So at the end of the day, if as a blogger, I look at it, I'm like, okay, I want to blog about this. For instance, I'll take myself as an example. I recently wrote an article trying to caution people about the influx of HIV/AIDS in Ghana here. And surprisingly, that story didn't sell. People did not even read it. And when I was going through the comments, who cares about HIV? But HIV is something that is very serious. And that is a lifestyle blogging. It's not entertainment, it's lifestyle, it's health, it's science. It's science. These are things that I'm trying to inform you that, take care of your health. This is science. This is what research is saying. They won't read it. But let me go and post about Haja Bintu shaking her big bottles, and they will gladly rush to go and watch it. So Ghanaians, no, we are hypocrites. We are feeding you the information you want. They want it. So if there are so many blogs in Ghana here who just, there are some people, they just do education, they just do lifestyle, but those people, they are just doing it for, maybe if you are doing it and you don't want to earn money, that is fine. If you are doing it, you just want to, you want to just educate people. I have a friend, he has his own blog that he just motivates people. That is him. And things like that, how many people read? Just a few. And you don't expect to make money out of it. But you are owning a whole website, you are paying for domain, you are paying for a lot of things. And now Facebook and Google have brought in so many terms and conditions that you go and post something, you don't get traffic. Yet at the end of the month, they want to deduct you. How will you feel? So if before they start judging bloggers that we are selling negative information, the receivers are motivating us. If we are selling you good information, you don't want it. But when we sell bad information, you are appreciating, you want to watch the video, you are commenting, you are liking, you are doing this. That is motivating us. Okay, this is what you actually want. It's as simple as that. We are feeding them what they want, so they should stop that.
Trust me, that is a very good point. Meaning that you are feeding the people what they want, and I think I totally agree with you. And that is hypocrisy in a way, isn't it? Because like what you want, they feed you with it, but you still want something else that you are not interested.
Exactly.
now one of my biggest challenge is that if all of this are feeding the people what they want and they are all negative and bad news, now how can we change the narrative? Because if somebody don't start blogging about the good news, the next 10 years will still be staying on the bad news. So how can we change the narrative?
Okay, here it's about the mindset. For instance, this lady Haja Bintu has been trending all over social media because she has a big ass, and she's getting deals because of that. And a lot of young ladies are having low self-esteem because they feel that without a big ass, they also can't get deals, they can't do that. So as a blogger, I found this as a problem. How do I make people feel better about themselves? So I went to research online and I found these beautiful ladies. They are 7. They've all succeeded academically and they are valedictorians and they've achieved higher grounds in life without posting about their bodies, their bottles or whatever. And then I decided to churn out this and then blog about it. And it did not go. I was so shocked. Like, I was like, meet these 7 young ladies who have also proven that you don't need big bottles or you don't need to have a certain curvy life body to become successful. Trying to inspire people, trying to tell you that, okay, trying to help the young ladies who are feeling bad for having, small bottles and all that. But it was surprisingly low. People did not read it. So we can do what we bloggers, we are doing our best. We are not only trying to portray that, okay, we are going to be posting negative. It gets to a time we listen to our audiences, their feedbacks. So when I post a story, I read through the comments a lot. And when they see that, okay, you are posting 1 star, they get fed up. Ghanaians get fed up of everything easily. So when you see the tune of the song is changing, then you also change the dance. It's as simple as that. So we can do our best by trying to change the lifestyle, trying to change the style of blogging, trying to motivate people. But are they willing to accept it? That is the question. Are they willing to also change their mindset? We can't invade their minds. Ours is to put it out there. I can give you 10 reasons why you shouldn't have premarital sex. 10 reasons why you shouldn't go into fraud. But you that I'm telling, are you willing to accept it? Are you willing to look through it to even think that, okay, what I'm telling you or what I'm suggesting to you is something you would want to do? At the end of the day, it's a matter of choice. We will do what we can, but the final decision lies in the hands of the receivers of the news.
So it means that we are going to go on that tangent for quite a long time, right?
Oh, yeah. Until the receivers decide to change their minds that, okay, when I post a negative news or that maybe there's a tracking video of a Schwarzenegger online and maybe she's doing it in front of her kids. When I post something like that and you as a receiver refuse to click it, refuse to say, okay, I'm tired of this negative news. But when I go and post that, if Schwarzenegger is going to make some donations to some widows maybe in her village, and you decide to go and click that, then you have changed my mind to know that, okay, you are no more liking the negative ones. Now you want something positive. So what? I'll also be motivated to bring out more positive things. That's how it is.
But do you think this negative or bad news that we churn out every single day in their thousands, do you think it's having any impact on the youth?
Well, this question is a yes and a no answer because the impact is there. And at the end of the day, as I said, when you post a story, the receiver, what they tend to do with that information lies with them. If I post about Haja Bintu having big bottles and because of that she is able to get a deal with Shatawale to even become a name that Shatawale feels to. Why do you think Shatawale decided to use Haja Bintu as a music video? Even titled the song Haja Bintu. She's trending because of her big bottles, but Shatawale, being a businessman, decided to use her so that he can also get more followers, more views of his songs, and then give the girl also more exposure to the world. So at the end of the day, if he has done such a song, and then people are like, oh, shut up, this song, yeah, and then someone else like Adina has decided to do an inspirational song and she's getting more views, that will help. But we can do what we can. But if we are trying to instill positivity, instill good things, and then they are refusing to accept it, the impact will be negative. But we can keep pushing. We can keep pushing. We can keep trying to. We can me like this. I won't say oh because I got less views on the good things or the positive things I wrote, so I will stop posting positive. No, I won't. I will continue. I will continue. So maybe if in a week I write about 50 articles, at least I'll make sure I dedicate 10 of them to positivity, just good things, just something to learn something new. And blogging has helped a lot of people as well. I think we'll be coming to that soon. So let's continue.
Yeah. So, you see, the reason when I asked you that question, like I met a lady, a very young lady, and there is this one self-acclaimed counselor or whatever, and he made a statement that if you are a girl and your boyfriend stops with you, you are very stupid. And at the time, she has broken up with her boyfriend.
When you're a girl, your boyfriend talks with you.
What?
What, like how did he put it? Like if you're a girl and the boyfriend talks to you, or what?
Yes. No, it stops with you. Stops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you break up, right?
Okay.
And it means that you, the lady, you are very stupid, right? And at the time, the lady was saying that they just broke up, and that statement really destroyed her life in a way because she was thinking, what actually have I done, or what makes him to say that, and how can he was asking so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
These are the kind of impact we are making in the minds of people that we are not aware. For me, let me tell you this, right? When you look at, sometimes I don't want to do this abroad examples.
Yeah.
But trust me, BBC does not show somebody who's twerking.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we don't have standards for our kind of media that we do. The standards are too low. What do you think about that?
Well, if you are telling me BBC does not post someone who twerks, that is BBC. And BBC is television. But there are other media houses which are very popular in the UK that post all these kind of rowdy news. You see them post about their celebrities, the price of the dresses they wear, the price of the wig they put on, the makeup, everything. There are blogs that are dedicated to those things. So what is happening outside the world is not that different from Africa. But Africa, we are just being hypocritical. We are making it seem as if we want serious news. But what we have to know is, for example, in the ladies' issue like this with the counselor, just because someone comes and starts speaking doesn't make the person a counselor. Everybody thinks it's a counselor. So for me as a blogger, if I want to write about that particular counselor, I would say self-acclaimed counselor. Because what shows you a counselor? Just because you come and sit on TV and speak some motivational quotes, so you think you are making sense. And there are counselors who end up breaking up marriages, they end up breaking up relationships rather than solve them. These people are not counselors. So that young lady, I actually feel bad for her, but she shouldn't have listened to him. If someone is certain, it is his opinion. That is what he thinks, but it shouldn't apply to you. You shouldn't allow someone's opinion about life apply to you. People will say that it's just like there are some books. I love reading a lot, and there are some books I've read. The book is so terrible that I can't pick anything from it. But it doesn't mean that I will stop reading. No, I'll definitely find something that is actually good. And the impact here as bloggers, the impact we do have on this generation is that we are helping them cultivate the habit of reading. Ghanaians, as you and I know, hate reading, I don't know. But through blogging, they are able to read when they are in the comfort of their car. It's not every news that you can actually get home to read, and by the time you to watch, by the time you get home, it's done. Whatever news is going on is gone. But when you're holding your phone, you get access to faster news. You're able to read. You are reading, and as you are reading, you're able to learn a new word. You're able to learn. I can't remember one comment I was using, and someone said that bloggers have, we have made up a word called netizens. No, there's nothing like netizens in the dictionary. So it means this person has learned something new, and we use netizens in place of Ghanaians, so that when you use Ghanaians, they'll be asking you which Ghanaians. So now we said, okay, we are not going to use Ghanaians anymore. We are going to say netizens. So netizens can mean Ghanaians, it can mean Americans, it can mean anybody. But so such a person has learned something new. And that is from reading. We are helping them read. That is the impact bloggers are doing. We are helping them learn how to read and understand information and get access to faster news. As soon as the news breaks, when you take your phone, you get it. And majority of these TV stations, they are always waiting for bloggers to break the news before they do it. That is a fact. Majority of them, they'll tell you that they are waiting. So something that will happen, and I would have blogged it about 30 minutes. And maybe 30 minutes time, someone who is home is now watching it, but I have already heard it. I've already blogged about it. And I've even had follow-ups on that. That is how fast blogging helps us have access to information. So all these things it comes to the point that we are making impact in society, positive impact, helping the youth learn how to read and understand information, not just read headline and then start commenting, even though that is what majority of them do. But gradually, we are picking up. And another impact or another positive thing that I'll say about blogging is that we are able to talk to our audiences directly. So when you post a story, the audiences post their comments. You can reply them. They ask questions, you reply them. How many television stations do you get that access to? You are watching a TV and there is news. You want to say something, but there's nobody to listen to you because you are just watching the news. And maybe they may open their phone lines, but how many of you are able to get through to the phone lines? By the time that you finish saying hello, there's another person on the line and they'll tell you, oh, that is the end of the show. And that's it. Whatever thing you wanted to vent out, as you just have to swallow it and drink water and sleep. But if it was a blogging site or a website that has posted this story, you have access. You can post your comments and we will reply you. We take suggestions as well. For instance, before where I work, this 2021, before we even started, we asked our audience, what do they want us to post? What kind of things do they want us to concentrate more on? And they gave out so many beautiful suggestions, which we have come together to try to see how best we can do it. So bloggers, we do listen to our people. We have access to them.
I think you are making a great point, but there's something going through my mind, and that is how can bad news make a positive impact? That is what is going through my mind.
Mm-hmm. How can you make a positive impact, or how can bloggers make a positive impact?
No, how can you churn out bad news and make a positive impact?
Oh, what would you term as a bad news? Give me an example.
So, for example, somebody who is naked, somebody who is nearly naked, and that person just show up on social media, and all bloggers take it and spread the news all over the world. Okay. And trust me, my problem is young people who are watching. So a young girl who is in SHS, who has not even got to that stage, seeing somebody that probably she respected being naked. What kind of message are you sending to that young girl?
Right now, I don't know if you are aware, but Facebook and Google have put an injunction on certain news that can come out. If you monitor the kind of news stories that goes out, you realize that this atopar or sex stories have reduced. It's because of the injunctions they've placed on it. And there again, if you write a story and then it's too sexualized, they won't pick it. Where I work, for instance, if I write a story that is too sexualized, or that is it feels like a personal attack on a particular celebrity or someone, I've got to tell you, no, this story can't fly. We can't post the story, and you delete it. And if you are posting such a story and then the image that you are using about the person looks too sexualized. These same people will go on their Instagram pages to post it, but when you want to post it as a blog, you also need to have a conscience to know that this thing you are doing, you need to think of your audience. You need to think of the impact it's going to make. So now it has drastically reduced, for which I am happy about. Now, bad news or the sexualized contents have drastically reduced. You would hardly see leaked videos at a par, whatever, someone has gone naked and all that. Ekuapin Polo, for instance, when she went to post a nude picture of herself with her son, that lady, everybody in Ghana knows she's controversial and she always does things to make herself popular. Sometimes she'll literally beg bloggers to post something negative about her just to trend. So she probably posted that nude photo for her to trend, for which she has paid a huge penalty. So an image like that, as a blog, if you are going to post it, there are ways to do it without getting into trouble or without having such a negative impact. When you are writing it, you need to let people know that this thing this woman has done is shameful, is a shameful act. She's not supposed to do it. Let's take the recent happenings in Parliament, for instance, Carlos and Hinkra, when he was all over running. When I was watching, I was actually watching from home and I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, these are adults. These are adults that young people like us are looking up to, and this is what they are doing in Parliament. Look at Esther also sitting on someone's lap because of a chair. This is something we used to do when we were in primary. So if the elders who are supposed to be enforcing laws, who are supposed to be making things right, are doing this in the full glare of television, and the whole world is watching, and they don't care, who are we? We are following their example, literally. So until those at the top change their attitude, it will trickle down to those of us downstairs. We are doing what we can, as I always say. So for instance, when I was doing that story, a lot of people were wondering, why is this man still roaming? He should be in jail because what he did was illegal. It wasn't for the law. He's not supposed to do that. Like, these are kids. Because there was an incident that someone took a ballot box and was shot dead. And here you are, you took ballot papers and went away with it, and there are no consequences at all. So I went to our comment section and then tried to see what people were saying about it. And they were like, no, this man needs to be arrested. So as a blogger, I also want him to be arrested because what he did was wrong. Then I took people's comments and said, Ghanaians are saying that, oh, Carlos Ahenkra has to be arrested for what he did. And that story went. And I'm happy. At least we've done something positive. He did something wrong, and we have used our same blog to penalize him. Even if it's not directly, we have shown the world that what he did was wrong. And he needs to pay the consequences. He needs to be sanctioned, even if he has to be fined. Because nobody is above the law. For instance, this popular man in Ghana, Kennedy Japan, he went on live TV and made some utterances that were so unpleasant. As a blogger, I took it upon myself to fish out the voices of other people who felt what he did was wrong because it was against the former president. And they were all in agreement. What this man did was wrong. He has to be sanctioned. He needs to pay for what he did, because if you are sitting in the comfort of your television and feel that you're untouchable and can say whatever you want, then it means that I can also sit in the comfort of my home and say whatever about any politician and go scot-free. That is the example you are trying to set to me. But he later on came to apologize because I'm sure he realized he will see these stories I have done will reach a lot of people. And he will definitely reach him and he'll be like, oh, if this is what these young people are thinking about me, it is wrong. I can't set a bad example for them. What if they also do the same thing? Who am I to go and sanction them when I did the same thing? Like what Carlos Ahinkra did. He said that he did it for the party. So me too. If I want to do something for my party and then I see that something is not good, I can just go and grab ballot papers and run. Like, that's the lamest excuse I've heard. But this is how things are going. Our elders are not setting good examples for us. And we are doing our best. But they also have to. It's about time they are being called out. In Ghana here, if you're a child, they don't expect you to speak against an adult or talk against an adult because it's disrespectful. But our adults are not doing the right things, and we are using our platforms to put them to order, to let them know what they are doing is wrong. They are setting bad examples. They are making these youths who are looking up to them do bad things. What if someone goes to the office that don't snatch ballot papers? It is money they'll be snatching from their offices.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's like this platform that we are on now.
Yeah.
If today our topic was maybe we are going to insult some celebrities and we put their name on there, that what they are doing is very stupid, this platform will have been flooded with so many young people. But because we are here to educate people, you find people to come on the platform. And I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you that the bloggers are feeding what the young people like. Let me give you a typical example. Let's say if I'm going on, I'm going to do a program, and I tell a young person, "Oh, come online, I'm having this program." The first thing the young person will tell you that, "Look, I don't have data." Now, by the same person, let a Schwarzenegger or somebody or any person come on social media and decide to be naked. That same person will find data and watch hours of that whatever is going on. So I believe that this is becoming dangerous, and for me, I believe that we are really treading on very, very slippery path, because you see, we are now getting to the generation, because you made a statement that our elders, the grown-ups are not setting good example. That is why somebody in college or somebody in secondary school will put up a phone in front of him and insult the president.
Yeah.
This is how low we have stooped. And this is how for me, it's becoming worrying, because when I see every day negative news, and trust me, as you said, the negative news sells better than the positives. And if it sells better than it, changing the narrative, how do we change it? And people have got bills to pay. So they will rather check out the negative news and get paid rather than doing the positives and not get paid. Now, for me, I believe this is very dangerous to our country, to Africa as a whole, because this thing does not cut across only Ghana, it cuts across the whole of Africa. And trust me, if you continue this way, for me, I don't think our next generation have got anything better to offer than to even do worse than what these leaders are doing. Now, how can we really integrate blogging for national development? Because for me, what I'm doing, I'm not able to sell the way I want to sell it, because I'm trying to sell positive news. But I want to be part of the change. I want to sacrifice. Now, how can we sacrifice? Because you see, if we don't sacrifice today, we are not going to have any positive or good news tomorrow. So how can we sacrifice and change the narrative over time?
So I came across a video of a child. She'll be like 4 or 5 years. And this child, the kind of things she was saying, the kind of language she was saying, I won't be surprised if she got a motivation from Kennedy Japan. Because Kennedy Japan, when he's sitting on his Netu TV, the kind of foul words he used, it's so much. I mean, I can't even watch. But this 5-year-old, the kind of thing she was saying, she was holding the phone herself. It's not as if someone was recording her. She was holding the phone herself, and she was saying so many things about these are leaders. So if this 5-year-old, who is supposed to grow up to become a change, is saying these kind of things at her age, where are we going to? Yeah, we are talking about sacrifice. Now, gone are the days that they'll tell you that will be patriotic, be a good citizen. Those days, when they say be a patriot or be patriotic or think about your country, think about your generation, it's because we were looking at what our leaders were doing. Do their actions portray that they are people who care about the country? They are people who want to see the country move forward? No, these are people who use our hard-earned tax money to go and buy mansions for slave queens at East Legon. Let's take, for instance, I'm jobless. Okay, I'm home. I'm not doing anything. Then I decide to set up a small kiosk in front of my house and start selling gari, sugar, and meal and those things. Government will find its way, come and tell me that I should pay tax for that small thing, which will not even 100 cities. Yet they want us to sacrifice. Sacrifice what? What are we sacrificing? The little the it's like for instance, what was that? Was it, I think during parliament they were talking about increase in salary. These people are earning 7,000 cities a month. 7,000 cities that some of us will take 5 years to get, but they want it to be increased, and their ex gratia is over 4 billion old Ghana cities. So ex gratia after 4 years, this is what the government is giving you to go and spend. So me as a private entity, what am I getting? But they will still come for my tax. They'll tell me that I should pay tax for what I am doing, something that I have struggled to put my own hard-earned money. The government will come for my tax and go and give it to someone that's ex gratia. So if our leaders are not willing to sacrifice their little eggs, right now they're even saying they want it to increase to 6 billion cities because the 4 billion is too small for them. These same people who go about having, if you go to Legon campus, the kind of things, cars you will see parked there, married men, politicians who are after these young girls with a hard-earned money. Like when I see it, if I have superpowers, the kind of these leaders, they'll go in parliament, they will sit there, make ridiculous laws, and then they will come to office 3-4 times in a month. At the end of the month, they are expecting their 7,000 to fall into their account. They are not willing to sacrifice their money, their effort, their time, anything for us. So why should we sacrifice? That is the unfortunate thing they have, the part they have set for us. For instance, my MP in my area like this, for the 4 years he was in power, our roads has been rough for like a long time. He didn't do anything about it. 2 weeks to election, this man started pouring sand on the road that he wants to tar the road. 2 weeks to election. And when we asked him, he said, oh, the COVID. When did the COVID come? Did the COVID come 4 years ago? Or he came recently? But he told us that because of COVID, he's waiting 2 weeks to election to tar the roads. But I'm sure he has taken money that he's going to tar the roads. And if you look at a lot of the facilities they have put up, they'll give them contract that, okay, go and buy 10 cement and do this. And then they'll go and buy 2 cement. And the rest of the money for the 8, their side chicks will take some, their side chicks friends will take some, their side chicks friends will take some. So if these people are not willing to sacrifice for the country, are not willing to be patriotic, who are we to be patriotic? We, as I said, this sacrifice, we want to be part of the change, but the change starts from the top. The top, it's about time our leaders also try to think for once about the youth, that it is necessary for the youth to have a positive impact in society. It is necessary for the youth to do something good. I can decide to organize people in my neighborhood. We didn't have street lights, but we house to house, we organize ourselves, paid money for street lights to be made. This is not our job. Street lights is not our job, but we did it because we needed it. That is sacrifice. So we are sacrificing our own money to do street lights for ourselves because we needed it. Will the government do it? There's a company in my area. The road has been bad. By as soon as he started his company, he fixed the road because of his business. That is the sacrifice he's making. So we individually, we are making sacrifices here and there. And for our blog like this, we are employing people. We are giving people opportunities to work from home. You don't even, if you can work from the comfort of your home. You have something doing. You don't have to wake up 8 to 5 to go and sit in long traffic, come home tired. You can work from the comfort of your home. That is the impact we are also having in society. That is the positive things we are doing. But no, Ghanaians don't see that. They only see the negative things, and then they'll be crucifying us for it. It's the same thing they're doing for our celebrities. Our celebrities can do a whole lot of good things the whole year. We'll post about it. They won't read. They won't talk about it. But let them do one negative thing, and you'd be surprised at the number of people who come talking about it. Someone can even boldly come and write that, hey, I saw them doing this, I saw them. No, the person is probably sleeping in an uncompleted building with 2 cities data. But speaking lies, saying ill things about these celebrities. So that the sacrifice, we are doing it individually. We are doing what our best. We are sacrificing our little resources. For instance, I belong to an NGO called Smile of Hope. We are young people. Some of us are not even working, but we came together to use our little monies to go and transform the lives of people. We went to a village, and the village, the road is so bad that you have to take Okada to the destination. And there is a huge MP signboard there, but he won't do it. And the woman we went to help, for instance, if you see the kind of state she was in, it was heartbreaking. But we as young people, some of us are not working, but we decided to put our resources together to help. That is the sacrifice we are making. Wow. Our leaders willing to do that. They won't do.
Because I realized this billboard, like, to be mounted and everything, sometimes can cost between 40,000 to 50,000 Ghana cedis or so. And this can be used to be doing a lot of things for the community. But I agree with you that we are sacrificing in our own small way, but we can also do better. And I also want to encourage that all of us have got a role to play. Now, I've got so much comments here. Let me read some of them. I've got Bartlett Lauren saying, tell Vanessa I miss her, okay? Wow, Bartlett. You miss her already, okay? Then I've got Adua says, God bless you, my sister, I'm proud of you. Then Griffin says, ask them for me, sister, if we are hungry, we like it. Then I've got Anna says, great information, watching live from Ghana. Then Katrina Olivia says, go girl. Katrina also says, where are the hungry bloggers? Then I think I've read Kwame J's one already. Then I've got Griffin saying, paying workers and all and other payments. Then Katrina says, yeah, very good point. Katrina comes back to say, people like Konkonsa blogging, achievements hardly sells. That's very true. Then I also Salome is saying, this is a great program. Yes, Salome, this is a great program. We encourage everyone that is watching us for the first time. We are here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, 8 p.m. GMT. Just be here. Also, like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get alerts whenever we come live. And I will also encourage everybody to share this particular program. It's a very educative one, and we want each and everyone to share this so that people will have the opportunity to watch this program. Then I think I've got Anaya with some thumbs up, and I've got Salome saying, very good point established, my dear sister. And I've got Daniel saying, great work, thanks for educating us. And Kwejo Dansu say, that's my Nessa. And Bella says, I thought it is 1,200 that they end. 1,200, that's peanuts. They end. Yes, you even talk about their sitting allowance and a whole lot of bonuses. That one is not even added. Then Katrina says, great points. And Daniel says, thanks for the education. Vanessa, it's been wonderful having you, but I want you to briefly talk to me about the future of blogging in Ghana and Africa as a whole.
Well, right now, GIJ, where I went, my alma mater, they have created a school for bloggers. So that is the future of blogging. They are trying to churn out some good people who will learn how to, construct sentences. Blogging is not just about writing anything anyhow. You need to follow the 5 rules of even journalism. What happened? When did it happen? How did it happen? Where did it happen? And when did it happen? These are the questions you need to answer in any stories you are doing. So I'm sure the school that has been created at GIJ is going to help a lot. It's going to help turn out some good writers out there. and then there will be a positive side of blogging, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, Ghanaians will change their attitude towards negative news, and start appreciating positive news, and then we'll also change our style. When they change their attitude towards negative news and change their attitude towards positive news, it will also inspire us to also change our style of writing. It's as simple as that.
Wow. Thank you very much for your time. And trust me, I really enjoyed this. Wow. And I also want to tell everybody.
Before that, I also want to shout out to people, and I just want to shout out to.
Yeah, I'll come back to that when I finish with my sponsor. And everybody that is watching us, I want you to also share this for somebody to have the opportunity to watch this program. It's been a wonderful discussion, and that's what we do every year. On Tuesday, we are going to be back, and I've got a lady that is going to talk about her book, but it's about her personal story, and that is from grief to great. What she went through and how she was able to come out. It's an amazing story that all of us are going to learn something out of it. You can't afford to miss it on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Please, you need to marry this platform, because here we churn out positive news. We are standing on the side of positivity. And for us to really grow and challenge the negative ones, you have to be part of this story. We want to change the narrative. It doesn't look possible, but I believe it can be done. And that is why I'm staying on the side of the positivity, so that one day the likes of Vanessa will join us, so that we are going to be very corporate to change our world from a positive perspective. Now, before I go, I just want to mention a few of our sponsors. That is Spring to Inspire Consultancy, your business training and consulting firm. And also they work with students in terms of their personal development in secondary schools, colleges, and universities. ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company based in Accra. They just launched their ALS says if you're stranded at the port, call them and they will sort you out. ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Accra. They just launched their USSD code, and that is *270#. Just dial it on your phone and register for ZPay mobile money. The rules for sure, your car leasing for every credit. Rules for sure says it doesn't matter your credit history. Talk to them and you are going to walk out of the garage with the car of your choice. If you're living in the UK and you are just tired of COVID-19 in terms of using public transport, contact Rules for sure. When you call them, code T2I 2020 and you are going to get a very good deal. Now, if you want to contact any of our sponsors, their contact details are scrolling on the screen. And if you want to really sponsor any of our programs, just take the number for T2I TV UK or Train to Inspire Consultancy, and we are going to really sort you out. Now, I think Bella Jules have also, he says 12,000. That was what I was trying to type. Oh, okay. So probably they've got maybe a pay rise, isn't it? That was what I was trying to type. I think we don't have selfless leaders in this country. They're their own adjectives. That reminds me of ambassadors of poverty. Yeah. We don't have selfless leaders, and I think that is one of the challenges we are having. But I believe that we need to work hard for us to change the narrative. It's very challenging. It doesn't look like it's going to happen today or tomorrow, but we always need to start from somewhere. Now, you wanted to give a shout out to people, and also, what is your last word? What is your last word to everyone that is watching us?
My last word to everybody that is watching us is that they should stop saying bloggers are hungry. It is very important to me, and they should stop tagging bloggers as useless people who just wake up and are bored and write anything at all. Bloggers are well-trained journalists. Bloggers are people who have taken their time to inform you people about what is going on in the world. And we are hungry because you as a viewer or you as a commentator, you're also hungry. We are all hungry. We are all hungry for success. We are hungry to also have our own lives. We are all hungry to build some houses, have some cars, and take care of our families. We are all hungry. So if they are saying bloggers are hungry, they are all hungry. We are all hungry. They should stop saying that. And we will try our best to promote more positive stories, but they also have to try their best to read the positive stories we'll be writing. Because if we are writing it and they are not reading it, we'll go back to the negative news. So we just have to, they have to also change their lives, their attitude towards positive news, and start accepting and start receiving it more, so that to encourage us, so that the world can be what, a better place. And my book, Shadow in the Dark, is still available for whoever wants to buy it. Just DM me on my Facebook, WhatsApp. My contact is on my Facebook profile. You can just go there and get a copy of the book, and you will be amazed. And the shout outs to all those who have watched. I appreciate all the comments, and for those who said they've missed me, I'll go back to default settings, and I appreciate all of you. So yeah, thank you so much for that, and thank you too for this opportunity. I look forward to having more, discussions, and having more time to, digress some issues, and then make the world a better place.
I think Bella wants to be naughty here. He says, "I always have food for you, Nessa." Okay, but his body doesn't look hungry anyway. Yeah. Wow, it's been wonderful having you, and thank you very much for spending your Saturday night with you, and we really appreciate your time.
Thank you too.
Wow. And I just want to tell anybody that, look, help us to grow this platform. We want to stand on the side of positivity. I know you enjoyed today's discussion, and that's the kind of discussions we've been having every 3 times in a week. Be part of the success story. Let us grow this platform, and let us make our country proud. All of us have got a role to play in our nation building. All of us, every single one of us. Sometimes we think the problem is the government. We are also the problem. There is one thing I always say, that look, if the government is stealing $1 million, and you in your small office is stealing 100 Ghana cedis, you are still part of the problem. The only difference between you and those leaders who are stealing big money is that you haven't got the opportunity to really have access to that big money. If you have got the opportunity, you are going to transition your 100 Ghana cedi to $1 million. So we, the people, are still part of the problem. And if we are not part of the solution, then trust me, we are obviously part of the problem. From today, I want you to be part of the solution. I want us to build a Ghana where my grandchildren will be so proud. I want to build a Ghana where my children that I'm raising in the United Kingdom will say, Oscar, Daddy, now I want to go and live in Ghana. That is the Ghana I want us to see. And trust me, it's not that difficult. It's about me and you trying to do the right thing. And do what is doing the right thing. Doing the right thing is just holding somebody's hand, one young person, and mentor. One young person and give them direction. One young person to let them understand that honesty, integrity is far powerful than anything else. Then all of us are going to be successful. Thank you very much for your time, and God richly bless everybody that watched us. And Vanessa, thank you very much as well. God richly bless you. All right, see you guys on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
I am so excited. I am so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2I TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week. Like T2I TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2I TV, we engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.